I'm Glenn Cole, founder and chairman of 72andSunny. Welcome to the Sunnyside series. We're coming at you from Sport Beach in Cannes, where we are celebrating the intersection of sport, culture, and fandom. I'm joined here by Dianna Russini of The Athletic, and this is going to be an exciting flip of the script. Where she's normally doing the reporting, I am going to try to impress my journalism professors from the School of Journalism and Communication at the University of Oregon and take on those duties.
They are proud of you right
You
now.
are, well, that will be
there.
determined. All right, thank you.
Bonjour. That is the extent of my French.
Okay.
I've been here for a few days. This is my first time in Cannes. And I didn't think, oh, wait, I probably should learn some French words. So I've been struggling. But fortunately, everyone around here in the city, they speak English. So it's been fun to be around and learn this culture and soak in the beautiful ocean here.
I feel like if there was a game we were playing and I said you have to say 3 French words right now, you would actually win the game. I don't think you know just one word.
Bonjour. I get nervous
Next,
when I'm ordering
next.
a coffee. I'm like, is it coffee? Do you say, because they don't, I've ordered coffees before and I get this like little shot of espresso.
Yes,
I'm like, I guess
yes,
that's their coffee here.
yes.
So I
Espressos.
came in. So I am the American idiot here in Cannes. So that is what I am representing here. That's not something the New York Times would like me to represent. They would like me to be their star sports reporter, but I can do both very well.
I think you've got it. Since this is your first time in Cannes and Sport Beach, what brought you here?
So we are trying to continue to grow at The Athletic. So the New York Times bought us a few years ago, and we've realized over the last few years that we are one of the last true sports journalism outlets, right? You look around the landscape, and not a lot of people are doing journalism in sport anymore. There's opinions, there's content, there's video, there's thoughts, opinions, there's analysis, right? But we are one of the last few places that have a reporter with every single NFL team, with every team in every sport, actually. And we are just continuing to grow and tell those stories that you cannot find anywhere else. So I'm out here to just continue to raise the level and really how we're being seen throughout the industry, to let people know that the New York Times is all in the sport game.
And your remit at The Athletic is sports. Your personal remit is the NFL.
Yes.
Yeah? And it's been that since the beginning?
Yeah, when I started in sports, I was a local sports anchor in a small city. You gotta pay your dues. I was out in Seattle.
Oh, let's go. Wait, are you from Seattle?
No, I'm not.
Okay,
I'm from New Jersey, but
I'm from Seattle.
It's beautiful.
Let's go Seahawks.
One of
and
my
other
favorite
things.
cities
Agreed.
that I had no idea I'd love so much.
But you're there from Jersey, so that's a culture shock.
Quite the culture shock. That was the biggest change for me was to pack up and move out there to chase my dream. And I had to leave New York because I originally was a news reporter, so people in that market knew me as a news person. So I had a mentor of mine say, if you want to get into sports, then you need to get out of New York and go learn. So fortunately, the people of Seattle were very patient with my inability. I was not good. In fact, whenever I do Seattle appearances, whether it's radio or TV, they love to introduce me by replaying some of my reports before I begin. So fortunately,
what defines a not good report from you?
Not knowing the name of the quarterback.
Well, I think you just described a lot of households.
Barely being able to understand that the Huskies are the team. I just didn't understand.
We don't talk about the Huskies at Oregon, but use another example, yeah.
Are you a Cougar fan?
No, University of Oregon, Duck.
Oh, University of Duck. Oh, yes. Yeah, you're.
We're Huskies.
So a Seattle guy that went to Oregon.
Yes, and I love
spicy.
Seattle, but I can't acknowledge the whole UW.
Yeah.
Thing. Yeah.
No, I get that. So
what was the network or the?
So it was Comcast Sportsnet Northwest was my first sports gig, and it was great. I was on this little radio show, and I got really lucky. I met the right people who really helped me figure out you need to be a lot better at this if you want to do this. Okay. And so I kind of refocused. I moved back east, worked at another network. I basically got in the NBC sports family really quickly. And from Connecticut to Washington, and eventually I got very lucky, and someone from ESPN saw me on television and hired me. So I spent 10 years at ESPN. I was on SportsCenter, Sunday NFL Countdown, doing all things football. And about 2 years ago, I decided I wanted a new challenge. Okay. I'm one of those people, it's like the second something becomes enjoyable, I go, I gotta shake it up. So I decided to just solely focus on the NFL at all times and be a newsbreaker. The New York Times is really invested in original content and news that you can only get at The Athletic. So I joined them, and I've been doing it for 2 years, and it has been the best 2 years of my professional career.
Oh, well, that's amazing. Now, you did start as your sports career as an athlete.
Yes.
Yeah, you're a high-level soccer player, D1.
Yep.
I understand. How's that informed kind of how you approach your job?
The best quality, or at least the best experience I had that gave me the qualities to be a great reporter. Just being able to connect with not just the fans and understanding the things that they enjoy, but the athletes.
Yeah, the athletes.
The athletes know within 10 seconds when you say hello to them at the locker room, whether it's pregame, postgame, that you did some sort of sport. Because you understand the language, the emotion, but even sport taught me, even outside of soccer, just being a track runner, softball player, basketball player, just discipline, ability to overcome loss, how to stay confident in tough times, just things that I didn't know at the time. I was learning these lessons, but now that I've been a sports reporter for almost 20 years now, I rely, and I'm proud to say that I was an athlete my whole life, and I started young.
Oh, it's amazing. You're getting to do what you love.
Yeah, it's definitely not work.
Yeah, well, you've also, in your gig, as you said, breaking news.
Yeah.
You've broken some of the biggest stories
Yes.
in the NFL. So if that's your remit and you're doing it, good job. I'm sure you're proud of that. What's like the mindset or process that sets you apart as a reporter? I mean, in your opinion.
Yeah, competitiveness. You have to be absolutely ruthless. Constantly thinking, how can I beat everybody? And
Oh, I'm familiar with this. Yeah.
you're familiar with that attitude. Good.
I have that problem also.
And look, I don't win all the time. I get beat a lot.
What?
But the feeling of winning and being able to get stories and information to people before anyone else can, to me, I find a lot of joy in it. But it comes with a lot of pressure, and it's very time consuming. I'm a mom. I've got a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old,
Oh.
2 little boys.
Tough son.
And they don't like when I'm on the phone, right?
Yeah.
But to do my job, I have to be on the phone. I'm all
Wow.
over social media, putting out all my information. So I can tell you, I have broken many stories changing diapers, giving tubs, being.
That's a scoop.
So the name of my podcast is called Scoop City.
Oh, shit.
And my husband will sometimes joke while I'm doing this, you should just name it Poop City.
Okay,
because
husband.
Because most of the stories.
Hashtag dad jokes. Let's
Right,
go. Get
yes,
used to it.
He is the king of them, and I married him. So yeah, it's look, trying to do it all in a place where it moves so fast. You have to have the endurance for it, and I do, and I love it. And I just want to continue to get better at it.
What's your favorite story that you've broken in the NFL?
So this past season, I did a story about the New York Jets.
Yeah.
I was able to find out that the Jets wanted to make a trade with the Denver Broncos for a wide receiver named Jerry Jeudy. And the deal was in place, and everyone thought that this was going to go down. And right before it became official, the Denver Broncos got a call from the Jets and said, deal's off. And the Broncos were like, why? And the person that was doing the deal said, well, our owner's son didn't like the player's Madden rating. And the Denver Broncos said, wait, like the game? Like they didn't like the Madden rate? That is why you're not going to make this trade? So obviously when you find out that a owner's young teenage son has control and power over an organization, it's quite the story.
Wow.
And really just a piece of a very big puzzle of things that were happening, of the dysfunction in New York, and things that I think
The
that they're
Jets?
trying to. No,
Weird.
not them.
Okay.
But to their credit, they are.
Now it's
They
pretty
are
impressive.
improving. Aaron Glenn is doing a
impressive.
nice job in there, and they're cleaning some things up.
Yeah. I anticipate a pretty interesting year for them, but we'll see.
Yeah, they're building.
So,
Culture
yeah.
change.
What's funny about that story is I think that happens much more in the business, in all businesses, than is reported.
The influence of children?
Yeah.
Huh.
Or just those around
Just the
you.
influences.
Those around you, yeah.
Absolutely.
But hey,
I
all
mean-
y'all at Madden, you have that's a responsibility apparently, setting those
Exactly.
ratings. So don't be too cavalier.
Be proud of it. They should be sponsoring the Jets at this
Really.
point.
All right, you made a big jump from ESPN to The Athletic.
Yeah.
And what did that shift teach you about betting on yourself?
That sometimes the best thing for you is the unknown and the fear of it. I was very scared when I took the job. In fact, I physically was ill when I left ESPN because ESPN was my dream. And I made the mistake of only dreaming so high. And it was ESPN and that's it. And then I got there and I loved it and I would not be here without them. But once I was ready to make that move, I wasn't sure I could do it. All the confidence I had when I was on air there, I lost.
Yeah.
And when I joined The Athletic, I realized they hired me for me. to do what I do. And so when I just went back to focusing on what got me there, I realized I could do anything. But for me, the lesson was like, don't be afraid of the fear. Lean into it a little bit, because the amount that you get back when you achieve and you can overcome it, you become unstoppable mentally, and that's really helped. It's really helped me over the last few years.
Seeing your own bravery and having others see it in your position is an incredible gift.
I mean, I'm still a scaredy cat, though.
What's that?
I'm still a scaredy cat.
Isn't everybody? But that's the
No
art
one
of
knows
life.
what they're
Overcome
doing.
it. Yeah,
That's
just
what I learned
overcome
here
it.
in Cannes. Everyone's full of it.
Look, we're big fans of supporting flag football at 72 and Sunny. Where we really overlap with the NFL is a mutual interest in the growth of the sport through that version of the sport. We do it through our channels with the Super Bowl ads and every other form of influence that we have. You're obviously seeing it because you're inside those organizations, and as I understand, all the teams are really behind it as well.
Yes.
So, what do you think is signals about the future of the sport? I'm not talking about the NFL, I'm talking about football.
Yeah, well, with flag football, I mean, just the fact that we're talking Olympics 28,
Like,
right?
how awesome
I
is
mean,
that?
it's tremendous. And I know I talked to so many players about it that are excited about it, that want to be part of it. But to me, just there's such a push to support flag football, to support the game, because it has to start with the youth.
Absolutely.
And that's the only way for them to really understand the game and learn it. So to me, to see the NFL commit to this and have all the different teams invest in it just tells me that it's just another way to grow the game, and it has to start young. So I think it's just nothing but good news for the sport.
Yeah, they recently put out an RFP for operators of an NFL Pro Flag Football League. Alexis Sahanian was here a couple days ago. We were talking. His 776 Foundation is one of the bidders. There's other high-profile operators who are bidding, and I think the NFL is seeing that energy. Like, these are people very innovative, lots of resources, leaning in with them. That was just very exciting, and there could be a flag football specialist career here for you as
For
well.
sure,
At the Athletic.
covering flag football.
Is that a
absolutely.
conversation at the Athletic?
Not yet.
Covering flag?
Not yet,
Yeah.
but we definitely have conversations about those sort of outside the box sports, because people want the coverage. We see it in the Olympics, right?
Yeah.
How many times do you watch something on TV, you're like, what sport is that? I don't care though. I like it. It's weird, it's bizarre, but it's our country. Let's go.
And flag at a high level is
And
fun to
it's
watch.
fantastic.
It's really, it's
I'm
incredibly
trying to convince
athletic.
Tom Brady to come out of retirement and be a quarterback
my
of our
God.
flag football team. He's not
Okay.
taking my messages, but I'm trying. 'Cause
Tom.
I think it would be amazing
Tom,
for the sport.
call
Why
him
not?
back,
He's
dude.
still got the fight in him. He's still a competitor. So.
Oh, 100%. All right, I'm going to do the speed round. We do this so
Oh.
everybody's fun. You just,
All right.
first thing that comes to mind.
Okay, sure.
Don't overthink it. It's first thing that comes to mind. 3 questions. Sweet or savory, and why?
Sweet, because we're in France and the chocolate here is fantastic. I crave it actually. Not back home though, but here I've had a chocolate croissant every single morning. Every single little espresso that I have has about 2 things of sugar in it, so
right.
it's nothing but sweet.
I love that. It's a very locally contextual answer. A+. Second question. If you could have dinner with anyone on earth, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
It would be my grandfather.
So I haven't heard one of it. That's good.
When I was
Oh my God.
when I was in 8th grade, my grandfather was really sick, and I went to visit him at the hospital. And he said to me, you're really fast, and I know you don't like track, but will you make me a promise and run track one day? He's like, I think you're gonna go to the Olympics. Obviously, he was very crazy. So he wound up passing away that year, and I was headed into my senior year of high school, and I still hadn't run track yet. And my dad said, remember that promise you made Grandpa? I think it's time. I think you gotta go try out for the track team. So I did, and I wound up being the state champ.
I was going to say, in the movie, you win the state champ in Jersey?
Yeah.
That's the tough state to win in, man.
So,
Congrats, let's go.
I would love to sit with him and
your
ask
PR
him.
is like my PR. This is okay.
And
Damn.
ask him what he thought. Like, I know he was with me through that entire journey,
That's
whole
incredible.
season. And just be like, hey man, thanks. And by the way, I didn't make the Olympics, but I get to cover it.
What a great, that's a twofer right there. And the grandpa story, that's a great one. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Okay, last thing, Dianna Russini, the people want to know, what is your go-to hype track when you're getting pumped to win the state final, play a soccer match, get in mode?
Yeah.
What's your track? What's your go-to?
It's a great question because I've been changing it up a lot.
That's okay.
I've been listening to a lot of Bad Bunny just recently. I just like the Latin sound, and it forces me to move my hips, because after having 2 children in 2 years, they don't move very well. So I throw that on and I get moving. So lately, it's funny. I've been starting my day with it, just to start with good vibes, and I just find my whole day is just better.
That's a great opening to the movie. Also, I just want to say we're going to open on Bad Bunny and you and momming out to Bad Bunny, and then winning the state championship in the 100 at the end with a little time jumping. Great answer and great job. Everybody appreciates what you're doing with the Athletic. We see, and when I say appreciate that someone's in journalism still out there trying to do with journalistic integrity.
Yes.
Bring out the stories that really aren't about probably those people. It's meant to be things we can learn from and be inspired by. Thank you for carrying the flag, and we're really happy to have you here at Sport Beach.
Thank you so much. This was fantastic. You're a great host.
Oh, thanks very much. This has been Sport Beach in Cannes. Dianna Russini from The Athletic, Glenn Cole from 72andSunny. You can catch all this on the 72andSunny social channels, Sport Beach social channels. Follow her on all her social channels, and go Ducks and go Seahawks.
Bonjour.